Hey, sweetheart. It's been a minute since we talked, but I did want to let you know I always saw you for what you could have been. I stuck around for a long time to see if you finally figured it out. I will say you have progressed a lot further from when we first started. You did become a lot better, but you never reached your peak. You never reached that goal that you were saying that you're trying to strive to, and you stopped trying. And it was kind of hard because I promised you things, but they were contingent upon your promises. And you look back at me and you're mad, and it's just like, it's my fault. I'm the one to blame. I'm the one who left. But at the same time, I think my promises were contingent upon yours. So it's like, we already both shared this pain. We should both just share the blame. It was your fault and mine. Let's take ownership, Don't always gotta be so one-sided. And low-key, I know you know. Whole time you was telling me this stuff, deep down you was like, I don't know if I can do all this. But because you know that was something that I wanted, and it's kind of really my contingency on being there, it was like, I'm just gonna have to do it. Knowing deep down the whole time you wasn't gonna be able to fulfill that promise. I feel like you knew just as much as I knew, but you rather try and be with me rather than try and be without me. And I understand that to a certain extent. It's like, can you really be upset? Like, you knew what it was. You knew what it was gonna be if you didn't follow through on your promises. Guess you still gonna be upset. You got a right to your own emotions or how you feel, how you wanna feel. And as hard as it may have been, trying to reach the goals that you were trying to be for yourself, that you had set, and that you was telling me that you were gonna do, I just don't understand how you stopped doing something that made the person that you're with fall in love with you in the first place. Like, you made giving up look way easier than what it actually is. You gave up like you didn't know what it was going to cost you. And this time it just happened to cost you me. Looking back on that decision, I hope it was worth it. I did give you time, and I did give you multiple chances, but just wouldn't work, There was weeks when you was on it, weeks when you was off. Me having to be a catalyst or threaten you that I'm planning on finding somebody else or leaving to make you start again so you can get back on your grind and working on yourself. Last for about another 2 weeks before you start slacking off again, till we kept entering into this vicious cycle. But because of the feelings that were there, I did give you time at the time. But this time, I guess we're meeting our ends. And that potential that you never tapped into, it had me tapping out too for that fight for you.
That's life, Ryan.